guys, welcome to my newest video. I meant to put these up yesterday, but I was just so tired. This of course is a review of the horror films I watched in the last week. Like I said, I was supposed to put them up yesterday, but didn't get a chance to before I left to go to my grandparents, and I was just so tired when I got home, so I didn't even bother. We'll just get started. Well, of course there's 7, duh. And one was a first-time viewing. And the first one started off with the absolute classic by Wes Craven. I think you know what that is. And that, of course, is Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This is one of the best horror films ever made. Though a lot of people may or may not know, I am not huge on the Nightmare series. My favorites are this and one that's in the reviews. I tried watching some of the sequels and I just kind of thought it was too bland. But I know a lot of people like the sequels. But yeah. Well, everybody knows about this movie, so I can't really say too much. But yeah, I just watched this one. And of course, this one was the first time viewing. Because like I said, I'm trying to watch a lot of my first time viewing, like my blind buys. Because I've got 2 coming up that are blind buys. And this one, of course, is the remake to Nightmare on Elm Street, which I actually like. I didn't think it was bad, as everybody's saying. Because, well, if you were to compare this to some of the stuff Platinum Dunes has done, like the remake to The Hitcher, though I like it. I like this better. But out of the Platinum Dunes remakes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre still remains my favorite. The kids were kind of off. I didn't like the girl who played Nancy. I actually thought the blonde-haired girl was gonna be like the Nancy character, but I realized she was basically the Tina character. The guy who was in this and also in Jennifer's Body, I liked him in Jennifer's Body, so it was cool to see him in another horror film, but who actually, I don't want to give it away, so I'll just keep tight-lipped on that. And I actually did like Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy. Of course, he doesn't replace Robert Englund. I mean, how could you? He played that character for 19 years, basically, from 1984 to 2003. But I didn't find him copying Robert Englund. So, I know a lot of people hate this movie, but it's like one of those movies you either hate it, you like it, or you love it. And I'm in the like. Well, it's a 7.5 out of 10, which to some people may seem I loved it, but to me that's 8 and up is love, 7.5 and under is like or disappointed. So, yeah, I do recommend this if you want to check it out. And the other Nightmare film that I actually like, other than Freddy vs. Jason, is of course Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Yeah, I like this a hell of a lot better than 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because to me, I didn't like the fact they were making him too funny. And this goes back to how dark he is more darker than he was in the first one. But does have funny moments, but it's not like every line is a funny moment. So it's been years since I've seen this, so but I saw this when I was 13 and loved it, and then watched the original and loved that. But yeah, so yeah, check it out. Another one I hadn't watched in a long time, and this was a bitch to find on DVD, and the only way I could really get it was to get it with another DVD, those 2-packs. So I bought it and gave the other movie, which was some romantic comedy, to a friend, and I took this one. And it's too bad these didn't hit it off like they should have, because that was more movies would have been fun, and that is Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight. I really liked this one. I liked it a hell of a lot better than Bordello of Blood. But yeah, it's kind of too bad that those two these two weren't really big hits, because I would have loved more Tales from the Crypt, because Tales from the Crypt has been around for a long time. It's got kick-ass music, like my kind of music, Filter and Pantera. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. But I like Filter more. Billy Zane, who is just fucking awesome in this. And it's over the top awesome. Everybody else I like in this movie. It's kind of funny to see like Thomas Hayden Church in this. It's like, whoa, dude. But this is one of the total cheesiest movies I've ever seen. But it's so fun to watch. And speaking of epic cheese, you can't go wrong with these guys, and they of course are the Critters. New Line's answer to the Gremlins, of course. And I'd love to see the Critters not remade, but kind of brought back to life. Because this is a totally, like Fright Night, it is epic 80s cheese. And it is fun to watch. I saw this when I was about 7 or 8. My mom showed it to me. And my absolute favorite part is you have the two critters on the porch, and they're like, one of them's like, they've got a gun, and the other one's, so what? And then you see the double-barrel shotgun come out from the door, shoots one of them, and he turns around and yells, fuck! I was killing myself. And I'm like, I was thinking, these little things know how to swear. But yeah, it is such an absolutely fun movie. Of course, they made 4 of them. I think 1 and 2 went to theatrical, and the other 2 were DVD releases. I've got all of them because it's cheesy, but it is absolutely fun. And yeah, I have to watch this every October because it's just fun. And this was another first-time viewing, and I was really disappointed. So this will be added to the pawn list. And I thought it was going to be good because I think Wes Craven had something to do with it, and I love Kristen Bell, and that is the movie Pulse. I just sat there and I was like, God, this is boring. I don't find the only character I found interesting was Kristen Bell's character, and everyone else I just thought was so bland, so boring. Didn't find anything about this good. As I posted on my DVD Avocado site, and someone posted that I should check out the Japanese version. I didn't even realize that this was a remake of a Japanese film. But I probably will, and hopefully it's a hell of a lot better. So I was just so disappointed in this because I thought it was going to kick ass. But I do give the fact that the effects and the fucked up shit on the computer were good, but other than that it was really bland. And the last one I watched, which was yesterday, is one that I've always loved. Came out in 1994. And it's kind of bad that not a lot of people saw this because it was a really awesome movie. And hopefully, I think some of you have seen this, and if not, you have to. And that, of course, is Brain Scan. Like I said, saw this when I was around 13, 14 years old, and I loved it. I remember wanting his room. I thought this was like the best fucking room you can ever have with that kind of, at the time, 1994 high-tech shit he had, especially the phone. I love that phone. Yeah, and it's funny how I always kind of thought it was weird how they compared the trickster to Freddy Krueger. And I thought, well, I know Freddy's part of the dream world, and this guy's part of the interactive world, and to me they're not the same. But this has some gory shit in it, which is what I like. And it kind of hasn't aged too well, because, the special effects then were pretty cool, but now they're kind of... But I loved everything else in this film. I love the tagline, which is an interactive trip to hell, and it kind of was. But it's kind of bad that not a lot of people like this movie, or it's like the kind of few of us who did. So, yep. So yeah, there's all the ones I've watched. A couple of hits, one miss. And hopefully this week I'll have a little more hit because I've got today I've got a blind buy to watch, and tomorrow I've got a blind buy to watch. So hopefully they will be good. So that's it, guys. To all my fellow Canadians, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving today. Don't really know what else to say, so I'll just leave it there. Won't have a DVD update this week because there was nothing coming out on Tuesday that interests me. So yeah, maybe I'll have one in the next couple of days because I do have some stuff to show you, but not right yet. So until then, you guys have a good week. Of course, watch all your horror films and have fun with it. And then, of course, rate, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.